I am Pam Marks, and I'm going to be doing a video on some of the art that I do. I am going to be doing acrylic pour. So I'm going to be doing two different techniques. One is a swipe and one is a Dutch pour. And actually, this is the first time I've tried to mix the two. So I love experimenting, so we'll see together how this works. So I have different colors mixed up. So we have the, I'm using titanium white through Advantage. And so I'm trying three different ones. And then through Advantage, I'm doing pearl white. And then through golden, I am using iridescent pearl. So really pretty colors. So I'm going to see how they work. I'm also going to be doing some pastel work with the Dutch pour. So I'm using the Advantage teal. And my favorite color, which is the ultramarine, the Windsor Newton. I use this a lot in my ocean paintings. We're going to do some pastels with some great taffy from Deco Art. I don't know if you can see any of this, but I'll just hold them up anyway. And then I love anything from Martha Stewart. Her paints are just amazing. The effects are great. I love her pearls, but this is a satin taffy. I think it's called taffy. So those are the colors that we're going to be using. So I am going to, and also they are mixed to get the consistency that I want for the acrylic pour. I mix them with Floetrol, and that is an additive that gives you improves flow and leveling, so you have a lot more work time. So you mix your paints till they have a consistency of melted ice cream. I don't know if you can see that. And so I'm going to go ahead and move out of the way and get started. Just going to move this chair and put the paints back here so I have more room. I have everything set up. So this is such a relaxing technique. Is when you work with acrylic pours. That's where I started. I found it to be extremely relaxing. You're always able to see how the paints react to each other. And that process is just something that I really enjoy. Usually I wear gloves, but so I'm going to put on the titanium white. We're going to get a base on here. Get as much of this as I can and just sort of spread this around. This is a 16 by 20 stretch canvas. I always finish my art pieces, except for the acrylic inks, with resin. I absolutely love the way resin looks for a finish. Just been amazing. And we're going to pour some of this pearl. I'm going to use my hands. Just sort of mix it around, blend it around, and get cover as much as you can. Making sure you get the sides. One of the things that I love doing, and I'll show you in a minute, one of my first on panel, I think it's an 8 by 10. Board, and then the cell is really clean already, so I'll show you. I'm going to go ahead and get this on here a little bit more. You need to really cover all of your, whether it's canvas or board. Okay. Just want to show you real quick. This is the on panel, and it's an acrylic pour. And all the cells that come out, I just love the way it looks. You never know how each one is going to come out. That's the really fun, creative part of that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do some of the iridescent from Golden. This is one of the colors that I love to mix with resin. It gives such a gorgeous color, and anything that you use with it, it's just amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a swipe. I'm going to be using a little bit, not too much, because what's going to happen is these colors, once you swipe it, will bleed through. And I don't want to use too much, because when I do the Dutch pour, and that's when I'm going to be blowing out colors. You don't want the swipe technique to take over. You want the Dutch pour to come out. That's going to be the main look that I'm going for. So, excuse me if I have to keep moving things around. No matter how much space you think you have, you won't really see it. No. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and so we've got the colors just sort of on there, just sort of splattered around. And I'm going to take and swipe. I don't have an overhead, so but eventually I will. So you can see. So I'm just sort of pulling with the spatula tool, whatever you want to call it. These colors are bleeding through. Like I said, I don't want it to overpower. I really want Dutch pour. To be the main look for this. Gotta make sure that every inch of your canvas is covered. So I'm going to show you this. So that's the first one. And when you do one that you really want to focus on, it just sort of bleeds through. And you can swipe it in any direction you want. You could swipe it in multiple directions to get sort of a textured look. You could use a fork to kind of add texture to yours. All right, so that is the swipe. One of the ones I love to do is swipe if you cover your piece with black, and then you have some really beautiful to do the galaxy type of pours. You can just pour the different colors that you want. There's just so many gorgeous colors you can do with black, and then just swipe it through and blow it out, and you've got your galaxy. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put on pink Martha Stewart's, and I'm just going to sort of snake it on, if you want to call it that. And the taffy, and you kind of just overlap them. So when you blow them out, they blend well together. And the ultramarine. Try not to use too much of the ultramarine, even though I like to, because it's a darker color and it really takes over. And excuse me, tail. Okay, so we're going to start with that. I'm going to go ahead and take the white and sort of pour it, excuse me, around. So when you blow it out, it has some liquid. Okay, so let's go ahead and this. I'm going to be starting with a smaller tool. Move this out a little bit so I can reach it. You have to use it. This one is stronger. So we'll use the heat gun. Okay, now I'm going to move the table over a little bit so I can reach. So with that color, you have all your colors for this blowing out. Blend it together. And put them all with so on to create more movement. Really love the tail. This tail and this green really pretty together. This one. Okay. It's hard for you to see. There's no rhyme or reason for any of this. We're simply just moving the colors around. They glue together. Yeah. the best part always seems to be, you can get those in the center. They can be put anywhere you want. You can put them on the corners first, where you want them, whatever what kind of space you want between them. There's no way, any way that you want to color your colors before you start blowing them out. They always seem to come out with some kind of a swirl. Look for them. So really pretty. I'm going to move this around a little bit, see if I can get some more movement. Down, we're not on the carpet. Want some of the Dutch to go a little bit more that way. And I think I'm going to do a slide on very, very bottom top. Push it off. Okay, let's get a swipe going. And I'm going to be using one that has a little comb to it, so that creates also texture. Just sort of comb it through. And scare this and pearl. I said. Maybe overstated, but I just. Work your piece any way you want. Usually I have music behind. Nice little sound to it. Moving that tip down. Now this one I'm not blowing out, I'm actually just doing some bending to try to match the other side. And the more you sort of move your art around, like in a swirl motion, just really. I've got plastic on my carpet, so if you hear a sound, that's what that is. Let's see. And the pink. I'm going to try to blow that up. This. Sorry about the angle. And there's once you get all your colors on that you want, you can tilt your canvas around to get it around. Just curious to see if okay, so I don't have paint on my face. So anyway, this is a couple of different techniques if you're doing a swipe, creating like a lens of river type look, and the Dutch pour to continue to do that. And once this dries, it takes about 72 hours to completely dry, and then you can go ahead and add your coat, or if you're going to do a spray, to go ahead and get that finish or to be the resin. So I just got paint on my cup. Anyway, so thank you for being here. And Pam Simpson Art Studio is the name of my business. And you can go ahead and go to Instagram at Pam Simpson 1001 to see the work that I do on the other week. Thank you for joining me. It was fun to create an abstract piece for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.